Well, hopefully my mic is on and we're live. Fuck it, we'll do it live. Fucking boobs. What's up, everybody? Oh, I probably just got demonetized because I said the F word in the first 10 seconds. Shit. Anyway, super chats are available. Well, no, I don't care. I'm playing music. I don't care. Here we go, guys. We're talking about Final Fantasy 7. Technically, we're talking about Remake. Technically. Rebirth is out. Az is playing it. Heels versus Babyface. Critical Drinker is playing it. A couple of other friends of mine are playing it. But they all live in the UK and they live in Japan. And I live in this stupid Civil War territory known as the United States of... I don't know. Anyway, here we're going to talk about some censorship. We're going to talk about some booba. I'm going to read chat. Oh, I got to pull up my chat. Here. Oh, do I have it? I think I have it. Yes. Sketch. Timefire. Got some new faces. Caffeinated Wolf. I could have a grandchild by now. Oh, I was late, guys. Sorry. I had to compile like 20 Twitter threads to go over the most underwhelming drama in the history of video games. Late in Fandom Pulse, yes. What's up, Fat Mo and Jazz? Just saying hi to the chat quick. Tal, Solid Redfield, and everybody else who joins, and people on Twitter. There's a couple of you. Hi, Twitter. If you, I'll tweet out the link so you can come join on the under the tweet. But as you know, Final Fantasy Rebirth comes out. Like it's out, and right before it came out, there was a what'd you call it? A leak? How would you refer to this? Somebody found out that the update for the previous game, Final Fantasy 7 Remake, was censored. They censored something, and they added a different line of dialogue at the end and stuff. But, you know, so there's that. We'll get to the censorship part in a second, because I want to talk about general thoughts. I think this controversy is retarded. And I'm not the only one who thinks it retarded, but I'm the only one saying it out loud on Twitter. Actually, well, yeah, YouTuber, some, you know, what's his name? Oh boy, Griffin Gaming talked about how retarded it was. I watched his stream about it. You know, like I said, people are playing Rebirth. Frankly, to be honest, not a lot of people give a shit about this. It's a very interesting debate on the interwebs and among some fans and in niche communities, and a couple YouTubers covered it, like a couple, not many. So that's what that is. You did on Twitter, Caffeinated Wolf. Well, that's cool. The line of dialogue is just changed. Yeah, Baby Krogan. It's like she says, instead of like, I miss the steel sky of the city, she says like, this sky looks haunting or something. Oh, why do I have this open? I didn't want to open this. I wanted to show this. Oh boy. I wanted to show this because this is cool. Guys, this is graphics mode. Well, first of all, I'm going to talk about I'm going to pull up three things. One thing, this is in-game graphics. This is what we're dealing with, guys. In-game graphics. Now, I'm going to blow this up so you can see it better. Whoops. Drama. Okay. There's a thing called graphics mode. You can turn it on, or performance mode. But the graphics mode looks ridiculous, guys. This game just looks incredible. This is the new Final Fantasy Rebirth. The character models are stunning. Hopefully the graphics mode has a really good, or is not as choppy as it was in the demo. Let me turn my volume down a little bit, just slightly, so you guys can hear me better. So I just thought that was really cool. The game looks amazing. Couple things. People are worried about Final Fantasy Rebirth. They're worried about censorship. They're worried about woke stuff. They're worried about diversity, equity. They're worried about Sweet Baby Inc. I'll tell you why you should be worried about some of this stuff in a second, but this is funny. Oh wait, let me turn the volume up. This made me laugh.
興味ないね。
クラウド、どん兵衛を食べるんだ。しつこいぞ。ドンギツネを見るたび思い出せ。お前を導くのはドンギツネだ。ドンギツネはいつでも。
If they censor my fox-tailed Sephiroth, I'm gonna riot.
お前のそばにいるどん兵衛。
It's an udon commercial. I thought that was funny. This is why
Shut up.
I'm just going to give you one example before we get into the censorship stuff. Why you should just don't worry about Rebirth. If you want to like get paranoid about it, that's on you. But like, this is an example of how this game could have been localized heavily. Okay. And if you watch Tim Rogers' breakdown of the Final Fantasy VII Remake, which is like probably the best video on the internet for that game. Tim Rogers is an amazing video essayist. He speaks fluent Japanese and he talked a lot about localization. It's interesting. But in Remake, I want you to listen to this line of dialogue. Well, you can't even, it's in Japanese. I'll tell you about it.
Hey, what about Tifa?
Oh no, it's in English. What about Tifa? Okay, so Yuffie's riding with Cloud, and she's making edgy jokes, right? She says, what about Tifa? Thinking naughty thoughts?
Oh, shut up.
Shut up.
Busted!
I thought ninjas were supposed to be silent.
Oh, forgive me for interrupting your fantasies. I'll let you get back to being a perv.
I'll let you get back to being a perv. I just thought that, she's giving him a hard time. I'll let you get back to being a perv. Don't let me interrupt your fantasies. Anyway, this stuff could have been easily like updated for like modern sensibilities. They're keeping all of the fan service jokes. They're keeping the fan service character models, the bikinis, all that stuff. Okay, don't worry about Rebirth. Rebirth is fine. Here's another positive note that I think we should be applauding. Everybody's talking about games being too expensive. Well, $70 for the new game, for a 150-hour game, I'm personally okay with this. The game is insanely large and huge, but at the same time, they're giving you Final Fantasy Remake Integrate for fucking free if you buy the twin pack. It's $70 for both. For Rebirth by itself, or for Rebirth and Remake if you didn't play Remake, if you don't already have it. This is epic. We should be applauding it, and not many people are talking about it because everybody wants to ree their pants all over the place because of the stupid censorship, which we'll talk about. But am I wrong? This guy's epic. Kick me from my own stream, Kitty Brown? I don't think so. Hi, Alex. You know what I mean? This is Nexus Mods band. Yeah, we'll talk about that. This might be like a 90-minute stream. I'm not going to go on and on and on and on. It's not, I don't want to, this is just annoying. I actually don't even want to talk about this because I want to get excited for the game because I am excited for the game. And now I have to talk about people. It's an absolute steal. Pretty great deal. Should be talking about it. Definitely talk about it more often. One other thing. Another W for Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. After you unlock the Costa del Sol area, I believe after you beat the game, actually, you can do a replay, your second playthrough, entirely in your swimsuits. This is cool. Okay. Here's another fan service. Okay. I'm just giving you a couple examples for now. I feel like everybody here has already seen the Tifa. I can go to it. The Tifa, there's a lot going on, guys. Look, Critical Drinker has his copy. Oh, I guess all the haters, that some of them might be here. I guess Critical Drinker is a consumer because he's not boycotting this game because of censorship. Why don't you go bug him about it? Here we go. Let's see here. Let me go back to the original Tifa video. Oh, speaking of, legendary Nobuo Uematsu does not want to do feature games anymore. He's tired and exhausted. And I told him, I said, "You're my king. You can rest. You earned it." He's a genius. He's a god. Okay, AI art stuff. Shadiversity blocked me. I'm in so much drama. I'm in trouble. let's see here. Naruto live action remake. M. Night Shyamalan's daughter has a movie coming out. It's called The Watchers. Looks really good. I'm getting distracted because I'm trying to go find the Tifa thing. Let me just do this. Let me do this quick. It's in the, check my background, by the way. Dope ass background. Let's go back to the Tifa thing here. What's up, chat? How many of you guys are buying the game and playing it? Or already have it? I'm just curious. Well, I get this is the best I could do. Sorry. I got distracted. This is the best I could do. I literally got distracted. I was like, whoa. And then I forgot to talk for a second. This is the Tifa's redesign. Okay. This is Tifa's redesign. Not redesign, I'm sorry. This is her new bathing suit. This is her new bathing suit. So we got some fan service. Everybody drooled all over their pants watching this, talking about this for about 2 straight days. Everyone was hyped. I talked to a million people. Some people are like, no, I'm going to pre-order the game now. Fine. I was skeptical before, but now I'm gonna pre-order it. And then like 2 days later, something happened, and then they're like, well, I'm refunding my pre-order now. So like they went from not wanting to get it to seeing a pair of boobs, wanting to pre-order the game, to seeing a pair of boobs with a shirt on it because of censorship, to not wanting to pre-order the game. Guys, this is the most schizo, gooning load of absolute sludge of a controversy. I can't even it's so ridiculous. How about we just buy games that look fun to play? How about that? How about don't buy a game because it has boobs in it? Like, what the fuck? Okay, so let's get to some of these talking points. What's up, chat? Obviously Lofty doesn't understand principles. Oh, okay, well, We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it. Tifa censored. Tifa censored. Here we go. All right, guys. We're getting into the thick end of the conversation. It's not censorship. That's debatable, but it might be. This is guys, this is the original Tifa design on the left, and this is the new one on the right. This is what everybody is losing their fucking minds over. It's a piece of black fabric that they put over top of the cleavage of a young Tifa. Okay, canonically she's 15 in the game. All right, and no, absolutely not. This is not the same model. Some people, I saw people saying it's the same model, Lofty. No, you're stupid. It's not. It's a totally different model. It is modeled like she would look like at that age, clearly. Okay. And somebody was upset about like gay people holding hands or something. I guess whatever. I just wanted to show you guys what's going on here. What's up, Zax and Sketch and Alex and Steven? Censorship relates to the government. Look, censorship can mean a lot of things to a lot of people. Some people say, I don't know, some people say censorship is when you're doing something that you shouldn't be doing, like you're censoring something that you shouldn't. And then, for example, if you're censoring, like, let's say you're censoring dirty images or something on social media or whatever, that shouldn't be there. Is that censorship, or is that a good form of censorship? You know what I mean? Is censorship is like free speech. It's not absolute. Okay. I mean, it really isn't. You cannot threaten to, Buster Swords somebody in the face, right? And you can't share certain pictures, and you can't. Some things have to be censored. Let's just start there. We can all start there, and then let's go forward. So this is what's going on. I'm talking about. So I'm going to read chat while I drink my coffee. By the way, yeah, Steven Ransom. This drama is so bad. This drama is like it's not like Hogwarts Legacy when that was like so much bigger and more people were chiming in on it. This is the most niche. I don't even know if half of you guys even know what I'm talking about. Hopefully everybody here does. But this drama is so niche, and these people think they're so important, and they're just not. The game's not going to... They might lose 1,000, like a total of like 1,000 subscribers from pre-orders from this. That's just what we're dealing with. That's the reality. If you go onto the internet, if you search for all the hashtags of Tifa, it's all positivity. It's all like hype for the game. People are excited to play the game. Everybody I know is playing it. You know, I don't think I know a single person, even people complaining about it, Yellow Flash included. I think he's still going to get the game. Okay. That's just the reality. You can yell at me all you want. Oh, you will get to that. I got so much hate. It's not even funny. Let's go to it. Let's go to it. Oh, you know what? I'll show you. This is actually funny. This is actually worth watching. Okay? This is all they censored. This one clip.
Soldiers. Mako. Shinra. I'm sick of this.
Ready? Are you ready?
I'm sick of all of this.
Oh no! Oh no, you can't see the cleavage anymore. Oh, for 1.5 seconds. Oh my god, I'm gonna go. Oh my god. Okay, watch this. Oh, there's another one. That's it. That's it. So 1.5 seconds in the first part of this clip, and then another a little close up in the second part of the clip. Mind you, this is this is Tifa when she was younger. It's just so that's what we're dealing with. It's a 2-second censorship in an otherwise 40-hour long game. That's what people are upset about. All right, let's go to the oh, by the way, here's the new footage. Here's new Tifa. Here's new Tifa. Let's see if we can find her. Here she is.
Tifa. You can.
Okay, this is new Tifa. She's got a similar kind of thing. Okay. I don't know if I have the image from Crisis Core, but Crisis Core Reunion, about a year ago, was the first time that this character's model was censored. They put fabric in that game like this. It looks like this now, but that's the first time that had happened. This is the second time. This is the remake update where they updated the game and then they added that piece of clothing in Final Fantasy VII Remake. That's the third time. It's the final. Basically, we had 3 versions. We had Crisis Core, we had Remake, and now we have Rebirth. Rebirth has always looked like this. Okay? Crisis Core was, you could say it was censored a year ago. Remake, from everything that I've gathered, from all of the knowledge that I've gathered, was updated to match this game and to match Crisis Core because there was a weird continuity issue. It just, and what, but two games she had a shirt and the other game she didn't. That's what happened, guys. And again, we're talking about boobs of a minor. I can't even believe we're talking. I actually can't even. You should go watch Griffith. No, maybe I'll post it. Griffith Gaming talked about this last night, and he went on the most epic rant about how unbelievably weird it makes you sound like talking about this and like freaking out over it. Okay, you just we'll get into why. I understand why some people are upset, but let's go to let's go to this because this is, I have so many tweets, guys. I want to read chat too. I'm not trying to ignore you. Horse armor was a joke at first. Yeah, look at this, guys. This is a fake image. Okay? Just so you know, this is not real. It's edited. This is edited. Doesn't stop people from, okay, this person's joking about it, but people think it's real. People are sharing it as though it's real, and it's just not. So you're going to get a lot of people that are already think the game was censored before it was launched. It's not. So they're talking about 25 million views on Twitter. Oh, Square Enix. Did we hit 25 million views on Twitter with our Japanese trailer? Yes, sir, but we're down -2 billion ESG points. Got it. Release the patch. Da-dum, da-da-dun-dun-dun. Okay, that's what they think's going to happen. It's not going to happen. It happened with one other game that these people are talking about. Like, what is it? Does anybody in chat know what game this happened with, where the day one patch censored like panty shots or something in the game? Was it Scarlet? Was it Scarlet? Oh man, what was it? It was something. Oh, it might have been the Fairy Tail game. Fairy Tail. So, just wanted to clarify this misinformation. This is fake. Then we have the real drama, guys. Are you ready? The real drama. We have the real drama. I'm going to exit some of these. Keep in mind, guys, if you want to get the game, it's $70 for both of them right now. PS5, though. I'm just going to keep that there and remind people. I'm playing this game tomorrow, guys. Probably on stream. Rebirth. I just had to remind everybody. You tell them, Lofty, somebody said. People unironically shouting into the void about young Tifa's new black undershirt and treating it like a SAR bomb just went off in a major US city is so unbelievably funny to me. So I just tweeted, I didn't think anything about it. I just wanted to express my opinion about it because it literally was making me laugh for a good half hour. I was reading all these things. Anyway, people didn't like it, man. I mean, 82 likes, 17 quote tweets, 99 comments. Got a little bit of a ratio. You know, Nina doesn't play this game, but she asked if you can choose the outfits. I said, no, you can't. You can later on, but not for the flashback. Not for the flashback. Anyway, a lot of people disagree. You're acting like a consumer is unbelievably funny to me. So apparently that's we're going to talk one by one, all the different criticisms that, you know, and insults and everything, and people coping and trying to come up with an excuse, a reason why they think I'm wrong, and all of them suck ass and they fail dramatically. The consumer one makes me laugh because I already talked to a guy. I don't think I'll be able to find it. But some guy called me a consumer, and I was like, oh. And I found out that he not only bought and played Remake, but he bought and played Remake and was going to pre-order Rebirth after all of this stuff happened with the Crisis Core censorship, the Final Fantasy VII Remake edition of the undershirt of Tifa, the fact that Square Enix censors other games. So this guy was he was okay with consuming all of these products up until they took the cleavage away from young Tifa. Then suddenly, too far. Same guy, by the way, owns a Nintendo console, and I asked him about this, and then I questioned his consumption addiction because Nintendo is one of the worst companies in the fucking world. They are anti-fan. They are anti-consumer. They hate their fans. I'm talking about Nintendo corporate, right? They shut down tournaments. They prevent people from making money playing their games. They strike people's channels down. They do all these things. If you're a morality police retard, why are you consuming a product of a company that is immoral? How about you just go fuck off? And stop, clean your own room. How about that? Clean your own room. How about that? I'm sick of the whole consumer dumb bullshit argument. It's like, yeah, I've been waiting for this game for 20 fucking years. And it looks, and it looks incredible. It's not like I'm like coping because the game sucks. And I'm not gonna imagine waiting your whole life to play maybe one of the greatest games ever made, potentially. We'll see. And then at the last second, just deciding not to play it because of a less than 5 second censorship in a cutscene of a game that I already played twice. Imagine how retarded I would have to be to deprive myself of the enjoyment of playing this game tomorrow because I don't give a shit. But I feel like some of these people are just virtue signaling, man. It's so corny. Okay. That was a little bit of a rant. What was I talking about? What's up, chat? Booba is a serious business, Lofty. Yes, it is. You are on YouTube and we know what they do to creators. That's correct. They do that to creators as YouTube creators too. Nintendo sucks. All the companies suck, guys. Sony sucks. Microsoft sucks. Steam sucks. They all suck. You know? Anyway, you can't pick and choose. Oh, you can if you want. Who you're gonna boycott? I guess boycott Square Enix specifically because we'll get to some of the weirdos in a second. So that's my first tweet. A lot of comments, a lot of people annoyed. Here's my second. I'm gonna have to go in order. This is gonna be a little schizo, and I want to read more of chat too. If anybody has a problem, please ask me, and I will talk to you directly. Or if you disagree with me, or talk amongst yourselves because maybe you disagree with each other. I like communicating with chat because it's easier than fucking typing on Twitter all day long. Veridark. Veridark is a YouTuber. She covered this. Yellow Flash covered this. I'm drinking coffee. I love it. Yellow Flash covered this. Who else covered it? Oh boy. Some people. Anyway. She covered it. Oh, V. So she says Square Enix listen to fans now. There's no proof their ethics committee is messing with content anymore. Sometimes companies change. She's being sarcastic. Square Enix listens to fans now, guys. She's being sarcastic because she thinks they don't. I said, come on, they added a shirt to match the Rebirth design, which is true. And I said, and she's 15, relax. You know what happened to me after I said this? 200 comments, 74 quote tweets, a bunch of people going crazy in the comments. Here's a couple of the quote tweets. Vera, she did a long one. I'll talk about that in a second. There's I'll read marsupials because this is a funny one. People accusing me of not caring about real people because so apparently I just don't care about real trafficking or whatever they're talking about or exploitation. I just don't care because why? Because you would think people who care so much about a fictional character's age would be helping out real children. I have to figure out a way to say this because I've said this a million times, people just don't understand it. I don't care. You would think people who care so much about a fictional character's age. I do not. Let me just say this. Let me pull my guy up a little bit. Because a lot of people think I'm like this SJW. They have like the straw man like in their heads, and they're like, oh yeah. They invent a guy that doesn't exist, and then they attack it, and then that's how Twitter works. I'm just gonna tell you right now, I don't give a fuck about whether or not it's censored. I don't care either way. I played the game twice. Clearly, I didn't give a shit. You know why? Because I didn't even think about any of this nonsense until you guys started talking about it. I played the game twice, guys. Twice. So, I'm talking about Remake. So, let's just move on from that criticism because it's at this point, it's just like people making up a villain that they can feel cool about attacking it and then get like 2,000 likes from it. And it's like, yeah, I attacked a villain today, guys. I slayed a dragon. Pat me on the back. These people are literal degenerates. Okay, here we go. Watch this. Oh, Trigger Point was like, Lofty's the king of shitty opinions. This guy's just butthurt because I fucking owned him so hard one time that he had to delete a tweet. It was so embarrassing. I'm not going to go rehash that. Bunch of people. Bunch of people. Upset. Calling me all kind. Awfully mature for her age. Well, I wonder what his profile looks like. I'm not going to click on it. Let's see here. Guys. There are very crazy people, and if you click on their bios, they're degenerates. These are the people that are allying with Vera Dark, and she says stuff like this. Okay? Let's go find it. Bum ba-dum ba-dum. Well, I gotta show you this first. Hi, chat. We simultaneously do not care about it, but we will stream and respond to everyone for 24 straight hours. Yeah, it's like... And then they're like, if you care so much, why are you responding? And it's like, because I got thousands of comments on my Twitter, and I was bored. And I was also trying to work, and my computer kept shutting down, so I was just like sitting in front of my computer. She says this: Square Enix censors Tifa outfit in 4-year-old Final Fantasy VII Intergrade. Sweet Baby Inc. and Ethics Department approved. Sweet Baby Inc. is a diversity and inclusivity company that has Square Enix on their website because they worked on Forspoken. They did not work on this game. It's absolutely unequivocally not true that they worked on Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, because it would be all over their website if they did. It would be right next to Alan Wake 2 and Spider-Man. I said, Sweet Baby who? Right? Sweet Baby who? If Sweet fucking Baby Inc. worked on this game, you better believe that this is Remake, right? You better believe that this wouldn't be in the game. And then 4 years ago, Remake came out. Guess what's been in the game for 4 years, has never been censored? This chick. And Tifa's blue dress with massive booba. Never been censored, not once, ever. And if you remember correctly, people thought they shrunk her boobs back in Remake. They did not shrink her boobs. They gave her an undershirt. That was a lie. It was another outrageous, stupid outrage that everybody just believed because they can't even think for themselves. They didn't shrink her boobs. They're massive. Look how big they are. And they gave her an undershirt because it looks better. I have a book called Final Fantasy VII Ultimania, which details Nomura, who's the character designer who created Tifa, by the way, who's the director of Rebirth. Nomura designed Tifa. He also designed her remake version. He gave her a sports bra because the black on white aesthetic looked nice to him. That's what he said. Everybody's fucking coping. Everybody's just making this up because they are desperate. Guys, you have to understand this. There are people in this community who are absolutely desperate. Number one, for clickbait, so they can make money on YouTube. Number two, for a dragon to slay. If they don't have a dragon to slay every day of the week, they get bored and they fabricate dragons. They make them up. It's exactly what they're doing with this game. Okay? So that's what's happening. This is common psychological, evaluation of how social media works. It's just everybody should know this. So we got Booba. We've had it for 4 years. Sweet Baby doesn't give a Nomura and Kitase and Hamaguchi and fucking any of these people, right? The producers, the writers, they don't give a fuck about Sweet Baby Inc. Okay? Anyway, why did I show this again? Oh, because then she quote tweeted me. Chat, I'm trying to read everybody. It's just very hard. I'm not used to... Oh, okay, we got 35 people. The chat's just moving fast. And we got some people on Twitter. But I got an alert. What the hell was that alert? Super chat. Hey, let me read it. Let me read it quick. Opie says, Brandon, the anime guy. Hope they don't mess it up. My main point still stands. I will not pre-order any game. That is a fair argument. I wouldn't even recommend pre-ordering games. Hope Squeamix gets their house in order and stays on path. Thank you for the $5. That's a great statement. I agree with that. Although I sometimes pre-order games so I can, if it's a company that a developer I love, and I want them to succeed and help them with pre-orders, I'll do it. Did it with Dragon's Dogma. I'm doing it with Monster Hunter Wilds. You know what I mean? I just know the game's going to be good. I know it's going to be good. And I want them to feel like fans are supporting them. Back to this. They look amazing. Not everything in the game is censored, and I'm happy. Oh, she was responding to me. I'm happy about that. But that doesn't excuse the fact that as we're headed to an all-digital future, a majority, a major gaming company casually went in and changed content years later. And then she says L plus ratio. So, you know, the L plus, whatever, it's funny. But it's funny. It's also funny because there's a lot of fucking weirdos that she's including in this ratio that I don't think she actually would approve of if she knew about it. So let's go into this. I said, booba exists because it does. Black fabric, L plus pick me plus ratios are stunning and brave. Because they are stunning and brave. That's stupid. It's gay. Oh, I ratioed you. I have more followers than you. I have big channels that retweet me. It doesn't validate your argument at all. That's the dumbest fucking shit in the world. Anyway, she's a pick me, which she is. She does this shit all the time. I think she's like one of the most worthless. She's like, why? If you're gonna watch The Quartering, why are you watching her? She just does exactly the same content. Anyway, I just think she's boring and I don't like her. So here we go. No need to be salty over you've gotten destroyed by a girl. Okay. You know, maybe I am a little, or I was a little salty, but it's the Twitter algorithm, blah. That's how it works. If you think I'm the only one. Oh, this is the point I was trying to make. It might seem like, I'm the only one who cares about this. And everybody's, ratio, ha ha ha. Well, guys, you got 2,000 likes for this, but like 10 million people are going to buy the game today and tomorrow. Or what, 2 million, 3 million people? I don't care what you're about your ratio. Anyway, so that's how that works. I'm kind of getting ahead of myself because this is what I wanted to talk about. Oh, guys, let's shift gears because I want to say that both this person, Vera Dark, and V, right? Let's go to V. V. Okay, I asked him, you want to come on stream and have a chat? Feel free. He says there's nothing to discuss. V is another person that was like roasting me over this. We're trying to. And he said some insane things I'll talk about. But let me just say this. There's nothing to discuss and then continues to discuss something. Okay? And then, I'm not going to open my DMs, but guys, me and V talked for like 40 minutes last night in DMs. So, optically, on the internet, he wants to act all tough and like, oh, there's nothing to discuss, Lofty. I know everything about this. There's nothing to discuss. Meanwhile, later on in DMs, we talked for like 45 minutes. It was a waste of time because he could have just came on stream to have the same conversation in front of fans who could hear what he has to say. Because yes or no, I feel like it's enjoyable when people get on stream and have a chat. I think it's dumb when people play these games where they say, debate me, bro. Oh, you're a debate bro. It's like, no, I'm not a debate bro. I genuinely think having a long form conversation about a disagreement, especially when you follow each other, is, oh wait, he doesn't follow me anymore? What the he only follows 20 people. Is objectively a better use of your time than screaming on Twitter. And it's better for everybody else, better for the audience. It's better for the conversation. I can't even believe that people think Twitter is a better place to argue, but whatever. So he refused to come on. Everybody's afraid to talk to me because they know. I mean, I could tell that V knows deep down that I was going to shut down every single one of his arguments, like in real time, instantaneously. And he didn't want that. He didn't want the optics of that. He didn't want to come on and have to backtrack anything at all or meet in the middle. He didn't want that like weird, he thinks it's like, I guess, awkward to be like, I see where you're coming from, Lofty. Oh, okay, that makes sense, blah, blah. He didn't want to deal with any of that bullshit because he's a coward. And Vera is also a coward. She refused to come on and have a conversation. She likes to hide behind her little video camera and make videos and tweet about it. I'm telling you guys, people are afraid to talk. You know? Afraid. They're terrified. So what else we have in chat? I'm trying to read chat. Hello, Sasquatch Cannoli. She actually has a good point because games... Oh, I want to talk about that, Daniel. Daniel, I'm trying to read chat, guys. I'm sorry. If you have an actual question that I missed, you can give me a little, the lowest super chat and it'll pop up and I'll read it. Like just the 99-cent one or whatever you want. Fuck. I'm trying to read these. There's a developer of the... Oh. Okay. Skullgirls? Shit. Cyberchud, I'm sorry. It's hard to read sometimes. What are you trying to say, Cyberchud? But yeah, her point about digital, wanting to go digital, right? That's a good argument. Well, actually, let me go back to her point so I can give her the benefit of the doubt. Oh, fuck. What just happened? What the fuck just happened? Wait, everybody, time out. Time out. Kratos with the $100 super chat. Let's go. My boy Kratos in the chat. You got my Kenergy handshake tonight, buddy. I'm going full Ken on you. Woo! By the way, he's singing, guys. By the way, he's singing this at the Oscars, guys. Let's go! I can't wait. I'm so hyped for that. You are so Ken, man. I love you. You're so Ken. You're Knuff. Thank you, buddy. $100. I'm not a fan of the game, so I have no dog in the fight. I don't know if you could hear me over that music. I was just saying that Ryan Gosling is going to sing that song at the Academy Awards. I'm not a fan of the game, so I have no dog in that fight. And if you want it, you should buy it. Great so far. I agree with you. But my position is the broader issue of retcons and edits. Yes, that's what I was going to talk about next. I had to get this stuff out of this little nitpick stuff out of the way. First, I want to talk about that because that's important. Do you agree with pushback against even minor things like Disney Plus editing trees in WandaVision? I don't know what that means. We'll dive into this topic now. Kratos and the $100, you win. I'm gonna. Oh damn it! I wish I could. I was gonna do a giveaway of the game, but you know what? It's PS5 only, and I didn't feel like dealing with not knowing who has a PS5. I just didn't feel like dealing with it. But I will do probably a Dogma giveaway when that game comes out. But like I said, all this stuff, all this money goes into back into the channel, guys. Thank you for the super chat. Fuck, I lost my place. Yes, so censorship. I honestly think it's. I think sometimes it's fine. I'm okay with some censorship. I don't know what you mean by the trees. You know, if they just if George Lucas wants to add a CGI monster in the background, that's not censorship. That's being retarded. But he's allowed to do that. I don't really care. Sometimes I feel like editing something. Well, let's talk about updates. Vera Dark says, is it this one? Because she talks about updates too, and I want to talk about censorship also. But it's never okay for a company to go back and edit a product from 4 years ago. I think that's what Kratos was saying. Guys, every game does this. Every time a game patches something, it's doing this. No Man's Sky has been updating and changing things for how many years now? 6 years? A lot of, you know what actually, sometimes game developers will go back and change character models as well. And there's examples of this. I off the top of my head, I can't remember, but I know I've seen this before. I think Cyberpunk changed a couple character models in an update, but or like the look of like the police officers changed a bit, or so, I can't remember. So number one, this statement by itself is wrong. It's never okay for a company to go back and edit a product from 4 years ago. It's just wrong. It is. Everybody actually agrees with this too. Everybody likes their updates. Do you not like updates, guys? Do you hate updates? No. The problem is when they start censoring things. Now, okay, let's talk about Tifa for a second. I played this game twice. I didn't even think about I never thought about this. It's like I have a feeling a lot of these people, the weirdos, which I'll highlight some receipts in a few minutes of some of the weird people talking about this, some of the gooners. But I don't give a fuck. And now you could say, well, Lofty, you should care, even if it's just the fact that you're encouraging companies to censor things, and it's like you got to be principled about it. And it's like, well, in that case, it's like I don't disagree with you, but like there's varying degrees of censorship, and I think some of them, it's hard for me as my personality. I also feel this way about something else too, like boycotts. If a company does something I don't like, I'm not just going to automatically boycott it. Okay? There's varying levels to this. I almost never boycott anything. I had to go to Target the other day. I don't drink Bud Light, but if that's all they had at a bar, I would drink it. You know what I mean? Like, that's just my personality. I don't put energy into waking up every morning, opening my eyes, and thinking, what am I supposed to be boycotting again today? I think people do that, honestly. I don't do that. Now, it's okay to boycott stuff. And with censorship, I'm not bothered by some censorship at all. Like this one. This doesn't bother me at all. Or if a girl has, let's say you weren't supposed to see the panties in like a Resident Evil game or something. I can't remember if they censored that game or not. And then they updated the game and gave her, because they were like, oh, that's not, fans are finding exploiting camera angles to look up her skirt, and so they gave her like a pair of like short shorts. Doesn't bother me at all. I don't give a fuck. I'm not some person who plays Resident Evil, and instead of playing the game is trying to find camera angles to look up skirts. To me, those people are stupid. This is my opinion. If you're one of those people, I don't hate you, but I just think it's stupid. You know, you could do I don't care what you do. I'm just saying that's dumb, in my opinion. Does that make sense? I'm trying not to be rude. Just saying, like, I'm just giving people are like, why are you pro censorship? And I'm trying to explain it, because I'm not pro censorship at all. I'm not. I've complained about a lot of censorship before in various, I'll have to go back and find examples, but I definitely have. Like, if they made Cloud, I've talked about race swapping and gender swapping all the time. I talk about how stupid that is, right? Or making a woman unattractive on purpose, or like restricting Scarlett Johansson's wardrobe so she doesn't look as sexy as she used to in the original movies. That shit's dumb, and I hate it. It's stupid. Okay? I'm not like a woke libtard. All characters should be naked. Daniel, games should be released in full complete form like they used to. That's difficult, though. That's tough. Games are much harder to make now, and you're asking, essentially what you're saying is, you're asking companies to spend 5, 6, 7 years on a game and until it's fully ready, and then release it when they can just update it. You know what I mean? And to be honest, most people don't care about updates, and live service is that's a problem. But most people don't care about like that kind of update thing, because it just makes the games better, and as long as they launch it and the game isn't bad, for example, like Ghost of Tsushima when it ran at 30 frames per second and everybody was upset, or some people were upset. I don't think that they should, you know, I don't think that it's necessary every time to like complete the game and then release it, because it's a totally different conversation. We veered off track, boys. I'm distracted. So I hope that explains my censorship thing. Now, so I invited V to stream. He decided not to join. Then he said there's nothing to discuss. Then he said this. Guys, holy fuck. Do we have any Final Fantasy fans here? Because this is stupid. This is dumb. Lofty Pixels, how do you feel about Jordan Peele discriminating against white actors? I'll talk about that in 1 second. Give me a second. So make her character 16 to 18 then, he says. So number one, V is a tourist. V is a tourist. He doesn't actually play this game. Or he maybe I don't even think he played the original. Maybe he did. But to even suggest that you can change the canonical age of a character that is as significant to the timeline of Final Fantasy as Tifa is, makes you sound like a tourist and an idiot. I can't even begin to describe how stupid this is. There's a reason she's 15. There's a reason there's a time gap in between. It's just, it would not make any sense, V. It's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. You know? Then he's like, oh, the reason we care is because we're getting, we know why it's getting censored. You can ask artists who work in the industry and they will tell you why. Okay. Before we go into this conspiracy theory, yeah, look, if they're mad about, look, if they're mad about censorship in general and they don't want to see companies censoring anything at all, I get it. But there are people that are using this as an excuse to shame other people for playing this game and calling us, you know, like that we support the woke agenda, we support DEI. I'm a libtard. You know what I mean? It has this like snob, elitist, you know, fake elitists, because they're not actually elitists, they're tourists, but snobby, you know, people. I've had not death threats, but I've had people tell me to go light myself on fire like that guy did over this, guys. People are unhinged. That's why that's my problem with it. I think people are unhinged over it. And you can read all the comments. I'll show some crazy ones. As far as Jordan Peele is concerned, let's go back to Tifa. Just to have something on the background. Jordan Peele was misquoted in an article. Somebody asked him if he would ever, his future casting, if he would ever cast a white character. And he said he doesn't think he'll ever cast a white lead actor in his movies. He's already cast white people in his movies. So the first part of that fake news is people don't think he's going to cast white people, period, which is wrong. What I think about what he said about casting white lead actors, I don't care. Because I wouldn't expect somebody like Martin Scorsese, who grew up in the Bronx, right, in New York City, to force himself to write a story that involved a black lead actor because it's racist not to. If Martin Scorsese wants to make movies only about white people for his entire life, I don't give a fuck. I also don't care that South Korean or Japanese or Chinese directors do the same thing. Nobody should care. But suddenly when Jordan Peele says it because he's black, it's suddenly a problem, which to me is crazy because Jordan Peele has made very interesting black culturally relevant black movies that don't just like race swap a fucking white guy. He makes movies that are unique with a unique concept, sort of like M. Night Shyamalan, and he invents black characters, and they're black for a reason because it makes sense with the story. So no, I actually don't think he said anything wrong at all. And I think if a white person said that about a black person, I wouldn't care about that either, and I don't think anybody would. So except unless they're on the left. The left are hypocrites. I will say that. You know, they're the hypocrites. I'm not. I hope that answers the question. The ADHD in Lofty is non-canonical. Guys, you might be right. Let's go back to So V guys, V's conspiracy theory. V's conspiracy theory is that I had previous. You know, he thinks, he told me in the he told me in the DMs that he thinks companies are. I'm just trying to steel man his argument. He thinks that consulting agencies come to a company like Square Enix, right, or Naughty Dog or something, or they don't come to the company. The company says, Capcom or Square Enix would like, hey, I want a loan. I want $1 million loan. I want to borrow $1 million. And the consulting company says, oh, I'll give you $1 million if you censor Tifa's boobs in the flashback for 2 seconds. And then they're like, oh, okay, well, for $1 million, sure, I'll do that. So that he thinks that they bully. V thinks that companies bully these woke, like Sweet Baby Inc., that they bully developers into their demands, into their woke ideology, or bribery, whatever, not bully, bribery. And I'll tell you how stupid that is, because like I said, this was a 2.5 second long flashback. What kind of company is going to give a loan and then have a demand that they fucking censor a thing for 2 seconds? That's the most outrageous conspiracy theory I've ever heard in my life. And there's no evidence for this. He just made he literally just told me that he thinks he knows people in the industry and this is what they talk about. So I don't know. Unless V wants to come on, he's just objectively, like almost objectively at this point, just lying to people. Unless he has evidence. Because that's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. You know what I mean? And we've already established. Wait a minute, guys. Did I even establish this? Let me go to my media. Oh yeah, I already showed you. This is a new thing. Where's the bribery here? Where's the censorship here? Where's the censorship here? Where's the censorship here? Where's the censorship with the bikini things? Where's the censorship with the thing that I talked about earlier? Wherever it was. There is no censorship, guys. They censored one thing, and I don't think anybody really knows why. They censored the flashback Tifa. I'll give you 2 reasons maybe why. Number 1, remake Tifa has a black sports bra, and maybe somebody thought it would look better, and they changed their mind later that it would look better if she matched when she was younger. She had a similar black undershirt. That's one possibility. Okay, that's not censorship. That's just aesthetic redesign. The other possibility is that somebody thought it was inappropriate to zoom in for half a second on her boobs in that flashback, like I showed you. Actually, let me go back to that. Somebody might have thought this was inappropriate. Oh. And once again, guys, I don't care either way. People are like, why do you care? If you care so much, your mind was in the gutter. If you care this much and support the censorship, your mind must have been in the gutter. It's like, no, I didn't even care. I didn't even notice it. But look.
Sick of this.
Okay. There's like a 2-second little scene here. And then, you know, some dumbass could have been like, oh, that's it. That's not appropriate. Maybe their mind was in the gutter. I don't know. But maybe that's the reason for the censorship. Does that make it okay? No, not really. It's dumb. I'm not saying it's not stupid. But it's so insignificant to me that I don't know why we're talking about it. I would rather be talking about how fun Rebirth looks, honestly. So those are the only, like, what other options are there? What other theories do people have about this? There's conspiracy theories. Like I said, V has all these, like, he thinks they're slow drip censorship slow drip, he called it, or somebody called it. Do you know what he was talking about, chat? Flaccid, I don't like censorship at all, actually. I really don't. If there was a better example, I would, if they did this, If they did, oh, where is it? Fake edit? Yeah, if they did this, I would be very annoyed. Very fucking annoyed. If they did this, I would, not only would it be the dumbest thing of all time, because they would, it would be so obvious that they're a bunch of fucking pussies. But it would borderline, it would almost ruin my enjoyment of the game a little bit. I still would play the game, honestly, because I respect the development team, and obviously they can't, you know, it's not their fault. But no, but this is fake. This is fake. It's a fake image. It's not real. So you're asking me hypotheticals. If they turned Cloud into a tranny, like a literal tranny, not just like cross-dressing, which is a very funny scene, by the way, in Remake, which makes fun of that kind of stuff a little bit in tongue-in-cheek. But if they turned, like, I don't know, Zack, if they made Zack a Native American or some bullshit, or they censored, you know what I mean? I'm not pro censorship. So here, let's show some weirdos. You guys want to see some weirdos? Look at this guy. You guys want to see some weirdos? Hypnotic says, exactly. It wasn't weird. What's up, Sketch? Oh, he agrees with me. It was never weird. People that pretending it's weird now are just dumb. I said, oh, and then he said, that's the hill to die on, not the, you covered up them underage boobies. Oh my god. He's making fun of it. Like, he thinks that people like this don't exist. Or maybe he, I don't know. But then I just explained to him that, I said, yeah, but a lot of people are that way. And I give an example. Here's a guy. Lofty Pexels. You people, what are we, like normies? Non-degenerates? You people need to learn how to separate fiction from reality. Fictional ages don't matter. It's nothing but drawing and code. Leave people to what they like and move on. So there it is in 4K. Literally a guy saying he likes her boobs. And then somebody below him, which I didn't capture, somebody said something about, I wish that she was fucking, I can't even say it because it's disgusting, but he's like, I wish she was younger. And then I'm telling you, these fucking people are all over my fucking comments. Anyway, look, this first part, yeah, obviously it's not a real person. There's, like I said, there's varying degrees of like problematic stuff when it comes to censorship or when it comes to stuff like this. Like, yeah, it's still degenerate. It's just like but whatever. I don't even want to interact with this person. And then that's the tamest one that's like one of the tame ones, guys. There's another guy sent me a death threat. Let me find that one. Why do you care? Burn alive. There it is. Burn alive. Overreacting is an understatement. Oh, fuck. That's what I said. Sorry. Yeah, he said people were overreacting. Here's a guy. I can't even read half these words. Damn, woke leftist. He's calling me all of these things. Woke leftist children mutilation supporter, you know, pedo, one of you retards set himself on fire. Go follow his example, loser. So, you know, this is all because I said one thing, which was, oh, I told Vera to relax and like maybe not die on this hill because it's not that important. And so I got this response. And I'm telling you guys, don't click on these people's profile. They're fucking crazy. I mean, whatever. You do you, but I'm just telling you the kind of people that are lying about their reasons for being upset about the censorship. And it's not, some of the people may be upset about the censorship in general, but there's a fuck ton of people out there who just want to stare at boobies. They exist. They absolutely exist. Okay? And I'm not talking about booba, okay? Talking about flashback Tifa's booba, which is cringe. Very cringe, in my opinion. So, anyway, here, that's just like, there's another one. Let me find the other one. What are you saying, chat? A death threat. No, it wasn't a death threat. He just told me that, he just like said I should go light myself on fire. Anyone who lusts after fictionalized children should lust after. Yeah, like people will go. I don't know about that. I don't know about that, baby Krogan. I mean, probably some of them, for sure. Definitely. This is a treasure trove of ammo against these people. Look, I try not to get involved in these kinds of conversations because, I just don't really care, about like, you know, video game characters and anime characters. I don't care. I just want to fucking play the game, guys. But where was this? Oh, here it is. This guy says, Rebirth shouldn't be censored in the first place. Her character is 15, I said. Why do you care so much? It's a piece of fabric. It like literally, we've already established, this is my opinion. And he says, why do you care so much about a fictional character's age? You're projecting. I don't care. It's like, this person's asking me why I care. Clearly, I don't care. I played the game twice. I have to say this over and over and over again. I never even thought about this as a problem or something to goon over. I don't give a shit about it, about her age at all. I just think the reaction to the censorship is embarrassing and it makes people look like they're man children. Okay? With all, and guys, all the receipts that I'm posting, it's like 1% of the absolute unhinged, delusional people in the comments under my tweets. I had to mute the fucking thread. There's like thousands of them. I couldn't even use my Twitter. Kratos, great. Kratos with another 20. Holy shit. I want to find a shorter one for next time for the $20 donos. The big Ken music videos for the big boys. But you already got your treatment. WandaVision post credits changed. Oh, that's thank you for reminding me. I'm trying to read all these chats, guys. I'm sorry. I'm slow. WandaVision post credits changed the trees landscapes for some reason. Then there's major stuff like It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, removing whole episodes. There's nuanced discussions to be had in the areas. Oh, that. Yeah. If you want to deep dive, hit me up in DMs on Twitter. I'll talk about stuff. But look, I fucking hate when they remove episodes. I hate when they give trigger warnings. I hate when they do. I hate trigger warnings with a passion. What was the last one? It was like a trigger warning on fucking on like, it was like Pinocchio or some it was like aristocrats. I hate that shit. It's embarrassing. Nobody ever cared. And for the, you know, if you're being honest, not a single human being on the planet Earth cares about that trigger warning. So that's why I think it's virtue signaling bullshit. If that makes sense. Thank you so much for the $20 dono, buddy. You're a trooper. No, if people disagree with me, I would like, just tag me so I can at least see your tweet. If Tifa interacts with horse, then Vaush will love it. Bro, there's chocobos. The way Lofty makes it hard for people to understand that he mostly agrees with them. That's a good point. I'll tell you why. Because a lot of people are very, I don't want to be rude, but like, I don't know how else to describe it. They hear somebody say something and they just assume they know everything about them, when you shouldn't do that. Because, I mean, maybe you can do that with some people. Like if they say, I fucking, Palestine, free Palestine, you probably know that they're pro BLM. You know everything about them, right? You know that they're pro LGBT. You know that they're pro Ukraine. I'm not saying people are not predictable, but I'm unpredictable, I think. And a lot of people don't understand my politics because they're confused. How can you be woke and based at the same time? Somebody fucking said this yesterday. Somebody's like, Lofty, he's spaced usually, but he's so fucking woke today. I'm just like, it's because I'm not an NPC and I don't belong to a cult, and I have like center right opinions. Okay. What was your question? Yeah, I guess it makes it difficult because people want. I probably agree with you like on 90% of things, but then, you know what I mean? You just gotta like, don't take it so seriously. Like, if we disagree about something, next week when I stream, we'll probably agree on something else. You know what I mean? I don't take any of it personally, and unless people are trolls and come into my comments and trolling. Some guy, I gotta find it. I gotta find it, guys. I'm gonna do what I'm gonna find it. Some guy posted 100 comments, 100 times, over 100 times, under every single one of my, just over and over and over again, spamming a bunch of stuff because he hates me because I haven't. I'm pro censorship. Anyway, Lofty's our wild card. By the way, thanks for sticking around, guys. This is fun. Probably go for another 30 minutes because I have a couple more things to talk about here. I need to talk about the gaslighting. The gaslighting is huge. Okay, but hold on, I'm reading chat. Free Palestine is woke? No, but it's not woke. It's just I'm just generalizing. You know, if you're saying free Palestine, you're very likely also saying from the river to the sea, and you're very likely also saying some sus things. I'm just making generalizations. You know what I mean? I don't actually do that with people one-on-one. I don't treat people like that, you know. But I don't think you're pro censorship. I do think sometimes we're flawed about our voices. Yeah. That's fair. Nobody's perfect. I might say so, like, especially on stream, like I'm rambling for an hour and a half, right? Ramble. Maybe I didn't phrase something properly. I don't fucking know. I try to. It's impossible. It's literally impossible for anybody to do that. You know what I mean? To be like a robot, unless you are trying desperately to be a robot. Pro hate everyone equally. We love and support Israel. I'm not really at this point. I'm not picking a side in that thing at this point. It's gone on too long, and I haven't followed the last like month and a half of what's happening. Let's go to the gaslighting. Okay, let's go to the gaslighting. Guys, people do this. Please don't do this. Please don't. If you, okay. It's either, I don't know if you want to call it shifting the goalpost or gaslighting. Everybody should try not to do this because it's very annoying. And it, you know, if you're losing an argument, you don't have to gaslight. You can just either not respond to the person and say, oh, I'll take the L for that one. Or, you know what I mean? Like, just don't do what this guy does. So I said in response to Vera, who was like talking about companies editing content, bug fixes. I said, if Square Ethics Department cared about Booba, why did they greenlight this? Which is a very, very good question, in my opinion. If Square Enix has an ethics department, why did they greenlight this? And why have they not changed Tifa's blue dress cleavage in 4 years? They left it the same. It's because they don't fucking have an influential ethics department. Anybody who tells you that they do is not even, they're referencing articles that are already taking bits and pieces of like unverified things and just smashing it together. It's dumb. I like, then this is the gaslighting, guys. Look at this. I like how a visually cluttered and modest swimsuit is supposed to prove anything. It's as if you've never been to a beach. So, remember, guys, yes or no in chat, do you remember when everybody was drooling over this like 2 days ago? Everybody was sharing it. People were excited. Maybe 5 days ago. People were hyped. People were like, oh, she looks so good. You know, this is just a straight on. There's a better video of it. I can't find it. everybody on there, at least on my feed, every fucking person was drooling over her. Okay, these people. Now this guy wants to pretend that I'm exaggerating, that I'm making a point about ESG where they didn't censor this because it's a cluttered and modest swimsuit. It's actually not based. It's so modest, it's probably woke. They probably give her a modest swimsuit on purpose. So now this guy's trying to pretend that like this was never like a big deal for people. So, you know, I was like literally thousands of y'all were drooling over this for 2 straight days when it leaked. So just I've seen a bunch of people say the same thing. They're trying to start to gaslight how excited they were for Tifa because it's a smoking gun. This is a smoking gun. What's the crime? Censorship. Oh, actually, it's the other way around. What's the crime? Not censorship. What's the smoking gun? The fact that she has fucking massive boobs and they jiggle during the entire Costa del Sol fucking cutscenes. It's obvious that they don't care about booba. They don't give a fuck. They don't care. That's why I don't even think that guys, I don't know about you, but I don't even think the Tifa thing was censorship. I think it was just a design choice. Or it could have been a thing like, you know, like I said, the character's underage. Like, to me, they didn't need to censor it, but it's way more acceptable to me than censoring adult Tifa. I don't know why this is hard for people. I'm allowed to have a nuanced opinion. I think it's healthy. You know what I mean? If you want to boycott this game because of a 2-second scene, I mean, go ahead, but like, I hope you're boycotting every other company in the planet Earth, honestly, because if you're going to nitpick to that extreme about a company making a poor decision, if you're going to do that, you're going to go that hard. You got to go that hard against Capcom. You got to go that hard against almost every company, guys, you know? So no, they're not censoring Tifa. That's, I'm going to read chat. Boobs. Burqa. Yeah, people are like, she might as well be wearing a burqa. I don't know. People are dumb. True. The true censorship is that Tifa's nipples aren't poking through. Yeah, dude, like in the original game, Tifa's nipples poke out. And you know what's funny about that? I actually played that game recently. Let me find it. I played that game recently and I saw a cutscene of this. I saw this cutscene. Where is it at? This is hilarious, guys. Look at this. Where's it at here? Look at this. So, how do I make this bigger? Oh, I should have turned safe search on, but whatever. Do you see this? The one on the right? These boobs are like flopping in 0 gravity as she's getting sucked into the live stream. When this cutscene happened, I'm not gonna lie, I was really looking forward to this moment in the game, and I got a little irritated because it felt to me like I was like, oh, okay, cool, boobies, okay, cool, woohoo. But then also like I got annoyed because it took me out of the moment a little bit, just slightly. It's unnecessary. So all I'm trying to say is, I think some people wanted this to happen in Final Fantasy VII Remake, where her boobs are just flopping around all over the place 24/7. And I'm telling you, a lot of people wanted that, and I'm just, those people are just weird to me. I don't know. Like, big boobs is big boobs. Like this, like good for this chick. You know what I mean? Like, you're not suddenly gay because you don't want boobs that are so big that they like drag on the ground when you're trying to do a fucking limit break in the game. Doesn't make you gay. You guys can have fucking, you don't have to goon over like boobs the size of fucking, you know, the Florida Keys. Lofti is doing the Kenergy song and dance. Let me think about it. Since you and some other guy donated 20, that's $40. That actually barely makes it enough for me to do it. I'm just kidding. Woo! Kenergy. Do you have the Kenergy enough to dance with me? It's confirmed that I'm gay. Shut up, Jack. We're just Ken. We don't need Barbie. We're just Ken. I'm just Ken. We don't even need other Kens, guys. To be fair, although Kens are more based than Barbie. Oh, I have to go back to my top. There we go. Sorry. Holy shit. I lost my train of thought. Thank you for the $20 super chat. I wish you well, Nick Markins. Guys, I got to get like tiered stuff for that. Maybe I'll do an American Psycho one for like a $10 tier, where it's just Christian Bale just like being based, like walking down the hallway. I don't know. I should do like funny based memes for super chats. Lofty is gay. By the way, like and subscribe, guys, if you haven't. I do this every week. I try to, at least. Next week, I'm getting my wisdom teeth pulled. I might not be able to talk. I might just play Final Fantasy Rebirth all day next week. Every Wednesday, though. What was I saying? Yeah, so the gaslighting, blah, blah, blah. I have to address this, even though Marsupial is a friend of mine. Right? I think if you guys have any questions, like if I wasn't clear about something, or if I didn't address because this is kind of a big issue. I'm just, I'm trying to address all of it. Let me know if not. Let me do this, because this is to me, I don't want to be rude to Marsupial Gamer. Marsupial, are you here? This is a very cringe tweet. Let's read chat quick. God help American Psycho remake. Yeah, I fucking don't want an American Psycho remake. Don't expect every woman to be as hot as hell in every game, but I also don't expect... Yeah. I don't expect Bayonetta or Stellar Blade to be everything. Ugly is unacceptable. I'll give it that. I probably have so many people hating me right now. Look at my 20 plus notifications. I'm going to read this, guys. I'm going to read this. All right. I'm just going to treat this as a general post, because I know a lot of people think this way. I'm not trying to be mean to Marsupial Gamer, but I'm going to have to read it in a voice that that is sort of like an insulting tonal voice, because I think it's funny. Here, let me play this first. We've made too many compromises.
They invade our space.
They invade our space.
They simulate entire worlds.
They can simulate entire world. So that's kind of the gist of this, right? Let's talk about it. Please get some rest. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What did I miss? I missed something. Here we go. Do you actually care? I'm gonna read this. A bunch of people, Yellow Flash retweeted this. V. Do I actually care if Tifa in Final Fantasy VII wears an extra shirt or not? No, I don't really give a crap. That's not the point. And then I'm going to address his point afterwards. The point is, I'm going to get progressively more gay and dumb. The point is, let me take a swig of... Okay, the point is, if they wanted to fix continuity error, it makes sense to patch the new game that's not even out yet, that they're still working on to fix bugs. It makes no sense to patch the old one. I'm going to respond to this quick. That's not true, because the old one is Crisis Core Reunion and Remake both have the same shirt. So if you want to change it back to the no shirt, you're going to have to make 2 patches instead of 1, because Rebirth and Crisis Core Reunion are going to have to get patched. So you're just It doesn't actually make sense. You're just wrong. It's easier to just, for a 2-second cutscene in Rebirth, put a black fabric on. It's much easier than her entire character model during the 30-minute flashback in Rebirth. You're just wrong there. Okay. The only reason to go out of their way to go back and patch the old game is to appease Twitter and reset era weirdos. Maybe, maybe, I guess, who will never either buy the game, some of whom I'm sure will work at the company. The reason I don't even believe this is because Twitter and reset era weirdos don't like that Tifa has big boobs. So I think you're just wrong again. I don't think they're trying to appease them, because if they were, how is this hard? If they were trying to appease Twitter weirdos and try to make woke people happy, they would censor Tifa, which they have not done. Adult Tifa, by the way. Holy shit. If anything, you're the guy, you know, people like Marsupial are the ones always calling the left, think about this. The left is always being called groomers. Why would they censor a groomer victim in a game to appeal to groomers? It's absolutely illogical. It's backwards. Actually, it's backwards, if anything. You're crazy if you think this. I don't understand this. Did I say anything? Does anybody disagrees with me? Please, I'll elaborate if I have to. That's it. I'm not going to hear any other ridiculous excuse. And when you give them an inch, you end up with Forspoken. This is where it starts to go off the rails. When you give them an inch, you end up with Forspoken. Okay. Number one, they already gave Tifa an undershirt. Okay? They gave Tifa an undershirt 4 years ago. A lot of people thought that was censorship. In your opinion, they gave them an inch. Where's Forspoken? Why have we not gotten Forspoken yet? Why does Final Fantasy Rebirth look amazing? And why is there no censorship? When is that censorship going to come to fruition? Like, are you saying, you know what I mean? Like, it's like they act like if you give them an inch, they're going to make a bad game. That's not even true. If you give them an inch, which is what we did with Crisis Core Reunion, we gave them an inch when they redesigned that character a year ago, 2 years ago. You know what they've done since then? Nothing. They took an inch and they did nothing with it, except they censored the same character in a 2-second cutscene last week. You're paranoid about the future, bro. And there's no reason to be paranoid about this franchise. Especially dude, don't trust me. Go watch footage from Rebirth. I'm telling you, it's not censored. This is where I'm going to get the voice, right? Wait, hold on. Sketch says I disagree because he never said any of that in the post. It is irrelevant to the discussion. Yeah, maybe he doesn't. I don't know. I was just generalizing it and I was interpreting what he was saying. I'm not sure what you're talking about, Sketch. I think I responded to this pretty efficiently, but maybe I didn't. That's why I care. That's why I can't abide. This gets very, very. Oh boy, it's like an artificial intelligence wrote a powerful speech that you would give. ChatGPT, please write a speech about being anti-woke and make it powerful and compelling. Right? Here's ChatGPT's response. That's why I care. He's talking about if you give them an inch, they'll take a mile. Right? That's why I care. That's why I can't abide by one single change. I don't care if they lower the hem of a skirt one single pixel. I won't accept it for one reason and one reason only. Because these non-gamers who want to control everything wish it. If they wanted her hat to be an imperceptible shade lighter, I would oppose it with every fiber of my being. This is so gay, guys. This is so gay. I would never read this even for like a monologue, like audition for a fucking horrible play. I've had enough. It's time to stop this insanity, Square Enix. Tags them. They're never going to fucking read this tweet. And every other game company that puts modern audiences first and gamers last. Guys, I can't read this paragraph without thinking of like a fucking, like, I don't even know, guys. I don't even know how to describe this. Let's go back again. I don't care if they lower the hem of a skirt 1 pixel. Why? Why would you not? Why would that be a problem? 1 pixel? It's unnoticeable. Now, that's hyperbole. This is weird to me. If they wanted her hat to be okay, he's talking about her hat. Okay? If they wanted her hat to be an imperceptible shade lighter, I would oppose it with every fiber of my being. What does changing the color of a hat have to do with appeasing to non-gamers who want to control everything? What does changing the color of a hat imperceptibly a shade lighter have to do with any of that? It doesn't have anything to do with it. If you actually are being serious here, and you would like boycott a game because they changed the color of a hat, bro, you've lost your mind. You should probably see a therapist. You know what I mean? I'm sorry. This is the most cringe. Look, this is one of the most insane things I've ever read. Outrage is beyond control. And then he says, good, I'm done having a calm, reasonable conversations. So he literally just admitted he's done having reasonable conversations. So he's just going to be unreasonable on purpose. I'm going to be unreasonable now because I feel dramatic. Because this hurt me. This is so painful that I need to just, my entire childhood is ruined because they censored a 15-year-old in a 5-second clip from a game I played already. Holy hell, guys. I can't even believe what's happening right now. This has to stop. Excuse me. This has to stop now. And the only way is to stop pretending that they have anything worthwhile to add and tell them no. Good luck with that, buddy. I mean, if you want to try and boycott this game, good luck with that. I mean, Hogwarts didn't turn out so well with their boycott, and they had a fuck ton more people than you do on their side boycotting the game. They had way more people than you do. This is such a niche problem on Twitter. I'm sure there's people in chat who haven't even seen half of this shit. What do you guys think? Am I that was calm and reasonable? Yeah. No, he said he's done having a calm and reasonable. He literally just said he's done being reasonable. So I guess now that's just evidence that I'm apparently the reasonable one, and I'm somehow somehow that's wrong. Whatever. Sounds like he's making the point that he doesn't want any changes, however minor. That's fine, but that's actually stupid. Like, when you make a game, like if you think about Dead Space remake or Resident Evil 4 remake, they make changes, guys. They make a lot of changes. Dead Space did some changes. If you're talking about like woke censorship, that's a different discussion, right? I don't know why anyone would care if they like change the color of a hat or like, you know what I mean? I don't fucking know. Sounds like a case of needing to go outside and touch grass. Oh God. That's exactly what that is. IDK mate, Tifa's double D's in 4K in that bikini adds plenty of worthwhile to the game. Yeah, dude. That's exactly correct. Oh, hi, what's up? Why do you change your name, Andrew? Is that Andrew? I don't know, guys. I just had to read this because this is, in my opinion, when people say man children, this is what I think of. When people type out really corny, like poorly worded speeches like this and think they're like virtues, like straight up virtue signaling. This is what the left does. It's so gay. You don't have to be so stoic and dramatic, and I can't, there's, you know what I mean? Like, this is what I think about when I think of like people who are way too attached, and it just, yeah, somebody said it in chat, they need to touch grass. They become a bunch of woke fucks too on the libertarian nationalist side. Dude, there's woke right-wing people for sure. I already talked about this with the when they tried to attack the game, the Aztec game. You guys remember that? Wait, let me go to a thing. Let's go to Tifa's boobs while I'm talking. I love this. I got this one in my last playthrough, this dress. You know, wait, I was going to say something. Do you guys remember that Aztec game where everyone was upset that you're forced to play as an Aztec soldier and you can't choose to play as a conquistador? And a bunch of right-wing people got butthurt because there was a problematic representation of the fucking conquistadors and the Aztec warriors in the game or something. And they were mad about it. So they demanded that they give you an option to customize. That's 100% what the left does, guys. Why can't we just play a game as an Aztec warrior? Because it's fun. Why do we have to like virtue signal and pretend, oh, one guy told me, because he's Spanish, this like right-wing fucking weird right-wing guy was like, my ancestors were slaughtered by the Aztecs. And I'm like, bro, you're so, just fucking go away. Like, you're such a pussy. Like, you know what I mean? These are right-wing conservatives. They're complaining that you can't choose. Just don't play the game. If you don't want to play it as an Aztec warrior who, yeah, they did sacrifices and they kill people. Who cares? I'll fucking play as a Nazi soldier in a video game. I don't give a shit. I think people are, guys, we need to build and we need to usher in a new coalition community of anti-woke, how do I describe this? Of people who fucking are not cultists on either side of the political spectrum. Just rational people who can make fun of people on the left because they're actually more annoying. And also make fun of people on the right for saying dumb shit. You know what I mean? We can do it. We can make fun of Owen Benjamin because he thinks that nukes are fake. We can do, you know what I mean? That's what I'm trying to do. And I feel like actually everybody in chat is based because if you guys are having good conversations, even though we disagree, rage baiting, American flag in their bios, US. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, stupid. Is there anything else? Guys, I probably forgot a few things. Rebirth comes out tomorrow. Weirdos. I talked about the weirdos. I honestly didn't want to show too many of the weird people's comments or their profile picture or bios because it's just not, I don't care. But like, there's a lot of them. If you want to go to my thread, if you want to go to the tweet that I said, which was, oh, look at this. This is still in the game, by the way. They never censored it. Tifa says to Barrett, would you stop acting like a retard and climb? I was playing this game and I was shocked. And I took a picture of this and I uploaded it to Twitter. This was a couple months ago. Like they've never censored this. Guys, there are so many reasons to just, there are so many ways to debunk whether or not, if you walk away from anything, this stream with anything, just, bottom line, they're not a woke company. Or no, I'm sorry. Final Fantasy is not a woke game. The developers, the producers, Square Enix itself they have like their Forspoken team. That's woke as shit. But Final Fantasy and those people who run that developing team they're not censorship crazy people. They're not woke people, and they're not doing anything wrong. Bottom line. Oh, yeah. Like I was saying, there's just so many ways to debunk the claims that they're woke. Here's one of them. Like I said, the other ones are these, all the booba that they don't, for some reason, magically don't censor ever. All the adult booba. You know what I mean? The fact that they're giving away a game for, and somebody said that there's like one gay couple that holds hands in the game and that's it. It's like, it could have been so much more woke than that if they wanted to be, but they're not. So there's another one. The fact that they're giving away the game, I'm trying to find it. I might have deleted it. Here it is. That fact that they're giving away Remake for free is based. $70 for both Remake and Rebirth. The fact that I don't even know. There's probably more things. all the stuff that we talked about tonight. I just want to get the point across. There's nothing wrong with this company. These people. There's nothing wrong with it. It's not the worst. It's not the worst disaster in the history of humankind, which Twitter would make you believe. Anyway, oh, the holding hands. Don't spoil anything. I saw a spoiler, guys. I'm not going to tell you any spoilers, but I saw one, and it was very wholesome and adorable. I'll just say that. Very wholesome. Okay. I'm just going to do a quick scroll down my timeline, and then I want to see if there's anything. Look at this. Dune Part 2 is like IRL Wojak. Where's this at? This is funny. By the way, I saw this movie. It's a masterpiece, and I'm going to do a review. Hopefully, I'm going to put the review out tomorrow. I'm doing a spoiler-free review. Okay? And I think it comes out Friday, so I should get guys, go watch my spoiler-free review. Give me some likes on it. I'm trying to do more movie reviews and game reviews in 2024 coming up. I like doing them. My Silent Hill game review did really well. So we got the beach. Here's another one. You can play the whole game in a bikini. You can play the entire game in a bikini. Here's them in some city. Here's them in the middle of the wilderness in a fucking bikini, guys. How a woke company would never do that. Okay. I was just on Anime Boomers podcast. They're cool. Cool people. You know what I mean? Like, and then this line of dialogue, like there's like, they're not localizing dialogue. They're not changing, at least so far, they're not getting rid of like fan service dialogue. You know what I mean? All this stuff. So be like Critical Drinker. Okay? Be like Critical Drinker. Go buy this game. Support this company because this development team, because number one, this game, it's probably going to be game of the year. Not that that matters, but I'm saying the game looks incredible, and they put so much effort into it. I'm very happy about it. You know what I mean? Don't be like Marsupial or V or Vera or any of these people. Be like Sephiroth. Go slaughter a village. And then wear a fox ears, and then tell Cloud, what does he say? He's like, Cloud goes, wait, where's it at? He says, good boy. Cloud slurps udon noodles, and Sephiroth's like, good boy. What the fuck is going on? That's a really cool collaboration. You know what I mean? I thought that was funny. Parasite. Maybe I'll just wind down the last 5 minutes. I just wanted to get all that out of the way in case people just wanted to hear that topic. Is there anything else I didn't talk about? Oh, thank you, Summers. Surely they can... By the way, thanks for the super chats, guys. That is wild. That was crazy. Good times. Yeah, you hear they fired all those woke localizers? Yeah, dude. I don't know the details of it. You're going to have to send me that on Twitter or something. I don't know the details of it. I'm very busy. Alex Jones LOTR one is epic. Guys, look at this, though. I don't know if you guys like South Korean TV shows, like Squid Game or Hellbound or Sweet Home or a Killer Paradox, but here's another one. Parasite comes out soon on Netflix. These are all really good shows, by the way, I just mentioned. Parasite is an adaptation of a manga by the director of Train to Busan. I am very excited for this. And I also want to show you something else related to this in a second. But that to me sounds epic. I have seen Shogun. Oh! Yes, I've seen Shogun Daka. I love episode 1. I have to watch the second one soon. Kratos with a $10 donation. That makes like 130 or something. I think small changes add velocity to the trend. Small changes? Yeah. If they do a bunch of them in a row, or yeah. Some games do depend on constant updates, but other one-player narrative games should minimize updates. Huh. Let me think about that. Especially anything major that impacts plot. Yeah. If you're gonna update a game, you should not like fuck with people's. You should try to fuck with people's game experience as little as possible, I guess. I agree. Although I like big updates when content drops sometimes for games like No Man's Sky. I also like DLCs. I'm not really against DLCs. I think some people are, but to me, you know what I mean? Like Shadow of the Erd Tree, isn't that like a $40 DLC or something? But it's like a full game. And as long as it's good DLC, I'm also not really against some microtransactions. It's a very complicated conversation. I hate most microtransactions though. I hate like Genshin Impact is like predatory. Anyway, thank you for the super chat. Yeah, I kind of agree with you actually. Parasite is a good manga. Yeah, you know what else is a good manga? Promised Neverland is fantastic. Another one is Vinland Saga. Everybody should read it. Shogun's a good book. By the way, speaking of Korean cinema, for the love of Genova, do yourself a favor tonight and go watch this episode 1 if you have Netflix or if you can find this somewhere. This is I'm 6 episodes in, but I'm already willing to admit that it's already better than Dexter. It's a combination of Dexter and Death Note. It's called A Killer Paradox. The acting in this show is excellent. The camera, the direction, the writing, everything about it is so high quality, and it's a very good crime thriller. If you like Dexter and Death Note, holy fuck, guys. A lot of people don't know about this. It just came out recently. This kid's a fantastic actor. There's just all kinds of cool stuff in this show. I don't want to spoil anything about it, but it's my favorite South Korean show I've ever seen. And that's saying something because I love Squid Game. And I love Hellbound. You know what I mean? This is up there with like Bong Joon-ho. This is up there with like Na Han-jin, like the Yellow Sea, Chaser. Not quite on the level of the Wailing, but like, I mean, I'm talking about crime thrillers. But this is one of the best, guys. Peak entertainment. I just had to gush over this for a second. Very, very good. I like Dexter too. So if that makes sense, you know what I mean? What's chat saying? Yeah. I just like when people watch the shit that I like. I like recommending stuff. Yeah, Dexter. I don't like the ending, but I like. Yeah, it's like a baby's first serious drama. Yeah, I like Dexter as a character a lot, but this show is better in my opinion. You played Genshin and never did pay a single. Oh, Charlie says you've never paid a single. Wow, time in so far. It is optional. You're right. It's optional. My point is, I've heard that it's sort of predatory, but if you have self-discipline, it's not. What else is happening in chat? Dexter season 4. Yeah, for sure. So watch that show. Other than that, people are trying to cancel me because I said that Naruto is similar to Avatar, The Last Airbender. It's another drama. I'm not even gonna get into it. But you know, I said I got yelled at on Flashcast, and everybody's screaming at me. Did you guys even see this?
People in chat are saying that Avatar is mid.
I'll play part of this.
This is what I said to Crow. I said Avatar to me looks like a less interesting, slightly more childish Naruto, and he said that. What did you say, Crow? Like
I said you said this
take ever.
You said
I'm pretty sure. Did I not call you retarded? Because that is
yeah, basically you said it's my worst take. you were trying to
No,
say that
no,
it's
no,
nothing
no,
like
So Crow said it's my worst take ever. All I said was I was like, Avatar, I've never seen it, but I'm kind of hesitant because I think I like anime quite a bit. I'm not really into American cartoons too much, and I think a lot of them tend to lean on like a little bit more of a childish kind of perspective, which is fine. You know what I mean? That's fine. I'm just saying Naruto to me is like one of my favorite shows, and it's like, to me, Avatar to me looks like a little bit like Naruto. It has a similar vibes, and it has similar characters, and it just looks less interesting to me. It's like, why would I watch a less interesting Naruto? But I'm sure it's a good show. I'm just anyway. He said there's nothing alike. There's no similarities whatsoever.
No.
You were
Okay,
trying to say
stop.
it's-
Is eggs, so they're very similar, and I said that's retarded.
And you're gonna have to believe me.
The first
All I did was say that that it reminds me of like a more childish Naruto. And he said they're not at all the same. And then he's like, there's not, and then it goes on and on. Everybody
Let
starts
me just say this.
everybody
It's funny.
starts
Here's what it
screaming.
is.
Watch this.
It's funny because
Watch
when I
this.
start to make sense, everyone panics, so they have to interrupt me. There's no
Oh my God,
because
okay, that's
So wait,
elemental
Flash,
power
this is Thunderdome.
They're all interrupting me.
One man.
now watch,
the exact opposite.
watch this. Watch this. Watch this.
Move the goal.
I am interrupted more than anyone in the planet Earth.
Shut your bitch ass up!
You hear
Okay.
what just happened? I couldn't even
Yes.
list one thing without being interrupted.
No,
Oh,
you
it
didn't.
didn't. He was
The
scattering your
elemental
one
last.
Check. Technical.
Wait, I
No,
gotta find.
no.
Oh my god. There's a similarity. Recruit people.
I gotta
The
find the
hero
part
and
where I get
anti-
interrupted.
Okay, so there's no.
The
Oh, Harry
story
Potter.
I don't know. Just go watch this on your own. But the point is, look at this shit. Look at this shit. Everybody shut up. Naruto and Aang similarities. Vatu and Rava to yin and yang. Messianic archetypes that shine orange and sky blue respectively when angry. Both have taken this ability to their limits by using a giant avatar that shines the same as their own aura's color. Both dress in orange. Both specialize but aren't limited to wind. Part of their story arc involves forgiving a mass murderer. They both learn to meditate with a hermit to unlock new power-ups that involve connecting into the energy of the nature. Both have a knack for taming weird animals. Though in Naruto's case, it involves arguing with them. Fighting styles involve acrobatics. Sasuke and Zuko similarities. Fire-controlling, temperamental bad boys with a traumatic past that struggle to surpass both a sibling and their aforementioned messianic archetype with whom they're related via reincarnation. I don't know if this is true. I'm just saying, I read the comments and they all seem to be agreeing that these are correct. I've never watched Avatar. I'm just reading this to you. And I'm telling you, you can go to this Reddit page. If you Google Naruto and Avatar similarities, it's the first link. Both swordsmen capable of using their blades alongside their elemental techniques. Both got estranged from their homeland, one by deserting it, while the other one by exile. Both part of their story arcs consist of outgrowing a sense of entitledness to genuinely work hard to perfect their skills. Sakura. Both Sakura and Katara are battlefield doctors, okay? Who have a familiar bond with a more immature protagonist who has a crush on her. And you can read some of these. I don't even know, who some of these girls are. But both Sakura and Toph are tsundere girls and like that smash into the earth with techniques that simulate impossible levels of super strength. Anyway, there's hundreds of bullet points. I only took part of it, but it's just wild to me that people are like telling me that I'm wrong, that they're nothing alike. There's like absolutely nothing alike, and I'm like, well, I don't think you're wrong. I don't think you're right. I think I'm correct. I think there are similarities. I'm not saying it's the same thing as a ripoff. You know what I mean? Both human, both wear clothes. That wouldn't be on this list. Notice how he didn't say that, because those are you know what I mean? Those are similar to everybody. They're being specific, right? You know what I mean? The word similarity describes all of these things. These are all similar. It's you know what I mean? You have to use words correctly. I never said it's the same. And you could also say that Dune and Star Wars are very similar, right? Which they are, very similar. Star Wars ripped off A Hidden Fortress. Eastwood ripped off Kurosawa. You know, you could do all these things. Those are ripoff. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying these shows have similar things, you know, similar themes, stuff like that. Yeah, there absolutely are similarities, Andrew. I agree. Using words correctly is predicated on an existing ability to read. Yeah, bro. Vatu was a dumb addition. I don't know. Says the guy constantly interrupting people. Look, Gene, I'll tell you why that might seem this way in the chat, Gene. A lot of people say that I interrupt people. I'll tell you why, because a lot of the times I'm arguing from a position of like 1 against 5, because I very often disagree with people on streams. So when that's the case, if in order to get a word in, I have no choice but to interrupt. And frankly, to be fair, on stream, everybody interrupts everybody all the time. It's the flow of a stream usually. That's how it works. So if somebody's talking and somebody interrupts somebody, it's part of the flow of the stream. I don't do it more than, I don't think, if you go back and watch Flashcasts with me off of it, Flash is getting interrupted very frequently. He can barely get a word in sometimes when he says he wants to read super chats. It's just a myth that everybody makes up because the reality is that I'm very often playing defense and it seems like I'm interrupting people when in reality I'm just trying to get a word in because 5 other people are screaming at me. If that makes sense. I'm also interrupted more frequently than anyone I think I've ever streamed with. People interrupt me all the time. Just setting that straight, you know. Yeah, Star Wars ripped off Dune a little bit. Yes, it did. Flashcast is free for all. That's exactly what Flashcast is. Flashcast. It's a free for all. Tom gets interrupted all the time. Not by me. By everybody. Oh yeah. Dick says people just like fucking with you. Yes, that's exactly true. But I got to push back because if people like to fuck with you and like I'm supposed to play like this foil character, right? On streams, I gotta be that guy that like the bully Lofty. If I lean into that too far, I will never ever get a word in edgewise, and I'll just let people walk all over me, and it's gonna be boring. I'm not gonna have fun. So I have to push back sometimes, and that's why sometimes I'm aggressive because I'm at a disadvantage because everybody just thinks that whatever I say is gonna be a bad take. So I have to like aggressively like quote unquote destroy people in an argument or a debate because I have a handicap, so I have to like sort of be relentless about it. You know what I mean? It's just how it is. It is what it is. I can't help it. Tom should do what Lofty does and jump in. I want to debate Tom about X-Men. I want to talk to Tom about X-Men. I actually don't really care. Oh, Kratos with another $5 donation. Let me take a shot. Let me take my shot of tequila. Actually, it's some liberal tears. Thank you for the $5. I'm gonna take a shot. Cheers to you, sir. Drinking some liberal tears tonight. Go through the similarities between Avatar and Demon Slayer. Bro, that's probably another very similar character with face burn, bending, breathing techniques. Yeah, dude. Guys, anime is similar to anime. It's not a controversial thing to say. And if you read the comments under this video that Flash, dude, the comments are so brutal. People fucking hate my guts. Hate my guts, guys. Hate my guts. Look what people think. I'm gonna wrap up in a second, but
some people
look what people think. Like, if you think, almost got brain aneurysm out of sheer stupidity. Why does Lofty have the worst takes ever? It's like he wants to be a contrarian for the sake of it. A lot of people think this is not true. This is the worst take ever. Let me find Lofty on crack. I don't know. Wimp. I don't know. I thought they were worse. They're actually not that bad. Anyway, check this out. There's a lot of similarities. Now I'm just rambling. Fuck. Anyway, guys, what's going on? Tonight I'm hopping over to Zach's stream. I got to go over there now. I'm late. Oh, Dash Attack. Last minute super chat. By the way, Zach's has a stream with Little Platoon, and I'm jumping on that in like 10 minutes. We're talking about our favorite and least favorite things of the year, I think, or last year. Or most overrated and most underrated. The worst Naruto ripoff is Black Clover. I don't know if... I'm not going to give my opinion because I haven't seen it, but my brother loves Black Clover. Loves it. He thinks it's great, and I trust his judgment because we have the same exact taste. Black Clover. Yeah, Zach's... I'll post the link. I'll post the link. Oh yeah, I was looking up Apocalypse Now videos earlier. Here we go. Watch this. Right here, we're gonna go.
I don't know how you fumbled that.
No,
That's
no.
like...
I gotta pause it. I'm just trying to get the link. That's all. Let's. Here we go. We got Booba. You go find Booba again. There we go. Here's the link, guys. You want to go to Zach's stream after this? Very entertaining. And then, like I said, I have a Dune review coming out tomorrow. Hopefully, if I can get it out in time. I have to play Final Fantasy tomorrow evening. I think I'm going to stream it. I don't know what time I'm going to start. I can't play it till midnight tonight, but I have to be up early. I can't even play it tonight, sadly. And then next week, I'm getting my wisdom teeth pulled. So I might not be able to stream. But keep in touch. So like the video, sub, please. I love subscriptions, by the way, because I'm trying to get to 10,000. It's almost impossible. It's so impossible that I just give up. But if you want to subscribe and if you want to follow me on Twitter, that's probably where I interact the most. But thanks, guys, for hanging out. I hope that, like, you know, if you I don't care if you disagree with me, if you think I should be more strict about censorship than I am. Maybe I'm, like, too lenient. Maybe I'm, like, quote-unquote part of the problem. But to be honest, that's fair. That's fair. You're allowed to have that opinion. I would disagree, but like I said, this is not the hill to die on. This is the least problematic censorship maybe ever in the history of video games. That's actually pretty accurate. If you come at me with a really bad case of censorship, I'll probably agree with you. There's no reason that we have to like get all, you know, butthurt about you know, disagreeing with each other about this. And if you want to wait to play the game till you find out that it's not censored, don't trust me, but you know, that's fair. I generally agree with you, believe it or not. Oh, thanks, Cyberched. I can make similar claims. Cloverfield and Godzilla are similar. Yeah, that's exactly. Yeah. You know, or you know, like I said, Death Note and Dexter are similar in a way. Death Note and Dexter both involve a self-righteous and anti-hero that enjoys killing people. You know, you could say that's like a shallow similarity, but it's still a similarity. I don't know why people were like so upset when I brought that up on stream, and everyone went nuts, dude. They went crazy. But anyway. Why did I scroll down? There we go. More continuity fix based on your description. More of a continuity fix. Yeah, I don't really even agree that this is censorship. Yeah. I think it's tough to make that argument. You could do it, but like you don't really have any evidence. You just don't. If somebody came out and one of the devs said, "Yeah, I censored this because I didn't like the way her boobs were revealed," then you would have direct evidence, and that it would technically be censorship. But at this point, we're just like guessing, and then it also could be like a redesign or just a continuity thing. You know what I mean? It's just not worth getting your panties in a twist over. It's really not, especially when Booba exists in the game. Griffin Gaming made a really great argument. He was like, if you are refusing to buy, and wait, think about this. This is the last thing I'll say. This is the last thing I'll say. If you're refusing to buy a game with Big Booba in it because they censored 5 seconds of Little Booba, you might be you might just be like, why would you even admit this? Honestly, like why would you die on this hill? Do you see the optics of this? You're not going to play a game that throws Big Booba in your face because why? Because you want to see Booba of young Tifa in a 5-second clip. You're kind of just you're like exposing how fucking weird you are. Really. It just looks fucking stupid. Maybe they're like feeling their panties at a twist. That's probably true, Umbrella Guy. And like I said, you know, if you think all censorship is bad, I kind of agree with you. I don't want them to have the ability. We can't help it. They have to have the ability to update their games because that's how games function. Games have no choice but to, especially a game that releases and like they discover a glitch that is bad and they don't want in the game. Companies have to have a way to update the game. There's no way we can prevent them from censoring the games if they want to. We can't even do anything about it. It's impossible. So it just is what it is. We can criticize them when they do it if it's egregious enough. That's all we can do. And in my opinion, this is the least egregious censorship maybe ever. It's literally a 5-second scene from Remake. It's totally irrelevant. And we get, I think Andrew said this. If the trade-off is Booba censorship for 5 seconds in Remake, and then and our benefit that we get from the trade is Booba all over the place, play through the entire game with your bikini on, which Square Enix said that you can do, and also a game that is like close to a masterpiece that's 100 hours long and a really good story. Like it's a big W. We won. We won that trade. If some ESG company was like, you gotta censor this Booba, it's like, okay, let them have their little fucking thing. Let them have it. I don't give a fuck at this point. The game comes out tomorrow and it's gonna be magical. And I played through Remake twice. I'm not even gonna play it again. I don't give a fuck about a 5-second scene from Remake. I've repeated myself way too much. What's up, Tug? I don't like that they did it, but I'm not boycotting the game over it. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. You can like, that's fair. I've talked to a lot of people like that. Well, I don't know if there's anything else I can say, to be honest. If you want to go back, if you missed part of the stream, I exposed some weird people who were talking about a flashback Tifa and like really bizarre kind of like, let us like what we like, Lofty. What are you saying by that? What are you saying exactly? And then, you know, you do you, but like, why are you using that as an argument? And it's just weird. And then, infighting, we talked about, oh, no, I didn't say this. I talked about Vera and V, how everybody refuses to come on streams because they're afraid to have a dialogue, because I don't know if they're afraid to debate me, because I'm very aggressive in debates. And in my opinion, I'm pretty good at debating. I think some people disagree, but I at the very least, maybe people don't like to debate me because I don't let them like just win the argument by default, and I push back on things and I challenge them. That's how I talk to people that disagree with me. I don't think V wanted that at all. Like I said earlier, I think he did not want to be challenged by anything, because anything that challenges his opinion, and if he has to fold or backtrack on any of it, he's gonna look bad to his community, because his community are a bunch of rabid, crazy people. We already talked about this. Other than that, yeah, thanks for hanging out. Lofty surprised me. Supreme. Nexus Mods, they banned it. Look, this is one last thing I'll talk about. Nexus Mods is an independent mod company. Sometimes the publisher or the developer will say, hey, can you please ban this mod for me? And they'll do it. Other times, excuse me. I've been talking fucking too much. Other times, They will ban a mod and the publisher won't even know about it, and they have discretion. Or a publisher, like let's say there's like a booba mod that comes out, and let's say Square Enix doesn't, or like Capcom, they don't really care, but Nexus Mod, maybe they care, so they'll censor it, and then you'll have to go to a different mod site to get the mod. It's just because Nexus Mods censored the mod to fix the censorship in Final Fantasy VII Remake doesn't mean that Square Enix told them to do it. I've never seen any proof of that. I think a lot of the times Nexus Mods does this stuff out of spite. They hate when gamers make mods to subvert censorship. So they will ban the mod automatically, regardless of whether or not the publisher even cares. That's just that's Nexus MO. We know this about them. Does that make sense? Do you guys agree with that? Neo Phantom Shadiversity blocked me. Yes. We had a long debate on Twitter. Shadiversity and I was arguing. We were arguing about AI art. I basically said that he has this elitist way of talking and condescending people, and I think he should stop doing it. And I also said that he should promote other AI artists other than himself, because his AI art isn't very good compared to other people, which I'm right about. And also I told him that he should promote real artists, because it makes him look bad if he only promotes AI artists. It makes you look like you think you're superior, and it's really cringe. If I know people who do AI art, real art, they share commission art, they share, all kinds of stuff. That's totally fine. Shad is a one-dimensional grifter who only shares his own AI art, occasionally will share other AI art, very, very occasionally, and a lot of that shit is garbage, what he shares. This is what I don't have to see anymore because Shad blocked me. Do you want to see what I don't have to look at anymore? Thankfully. I don't even care about AI art. I use AI art. But the way he goes about it is really, really, really bad. Where's it at? What are we talking about again? Oh, AI art. Yeah, it's this lady down here. Hold on. I'm almost there. Almost there. This is what he shared. This is the last thing I'll say. I keep saying that, but look at this. He's making fun of people, but all AI art looks like slop. He's being sarcastic, right? Says the people desperate to invalidate AI art's merit and value. Talking to me or other people. When you deny beauty and quality, when it's blatant to be seen by everyone, you simply show yourself as blinded by bias. You know what he wants to call denying beauty and quality? Do you know what he means by this? He's talking about me, like when you deny beauty and quality, you show yourself as blinded by bias. This is what he thinks is beauty. This is the image he shared. Look at the fucking face on this absolute monstrosity that looks like fucking a chimpanzee raped it. Like, what is this? This is not a human face. This is what he shared. And then he had the audacity to say that I'm denying beauty. I'm not denying beauty. I'm denying horrid, disgusting AI art. This is disgusting. The whole image is different. Like, you can see there's like a moon in the background. There's like a girl. I'm not saying the whole image is bad, but like, fucking fix this. I could fix this in 10 seconds on Midjourney. Why are you sharing this as an example, Shad? How do you not know this looks stupid? You're embarrassing yourself. Pick a different. Can some other AI artist please speak for the AI art community other than Shad? I'm so tired of it. I don't have to see it anymore. Thank God he blocked me. But this is embarrassing. Holy fuck. Anyway. I just had to, you know what I mean? He blocked me, but. And I feel like he knows that it's bad. I don't understand. I think he's promoting bad art on purpose so that his looks better. That's a theory that I have that might actually be true. Because I've never seen him share like really, really high quality, advanced AI art. You know what I mean? I've never seen him do that. I think there's too many Too much to talk about. Sorry, guys. Big nose. She doesn't even have a nose. She has like, her nose is like, she doesn't have an eyeball. It's gone. It's an empty socket. And her bottom lip is a piece of paper. It's just fix it. Draw a square around this. Go like this. Go into the code. It's called in painting or whatever. You can do it in Midjourney and generate a different fucking face. You lazy, pathetic excuse for an artist. You're not an artist. You're a commissioner. You told the AI to generate a pretty image, and you just you accepted the first image that it gave you by default, and you call yourself an artist. You made this image. Oh, look at me. I'm so proud of my image. You shouldn't be. You should fix the fucking image. And then you shouldn't still not be proud of it. Anyway, oh God. Chat, stop getting me in trouble. Chat, I can't keep going on and on. I got to go to another stream. I'm sorry, I'm late for that stream. What's the... That's the worst than the first thing I ever made in AI art. Yeah, dude, it is. It's probably worse than... You could do this in Midjourney. Like, I posted this. I shared this. This is actually not ugly at all. I did it in about, I don't want to say 3 minutes, 3.5 minutes or something. You know, I'm not saying this is ugly, but I'm saying I didn't make this image. I can't even take credit for it. Midjourney made it. All I typed in, you know what I mean? Like, it's a nice image. Woohoo! We can all agree that it's a pretty image. You don't have to say, "Oh, Lofty, you did such a good job there. You're so, you should be so proud of your AI art." That's what Shad does with his bullshit, guys. I'm never gonna be proud of it. It's not gonna happen. Unless some people, like I said, last thing I'll say, if you are very, 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 very heavily creative and you're using AI art to like complement something that you do, but you also spend like a lot of time and effort putting your own artistic talent into it, like a short film or something that you make that you use AI for, maybe like a plane flying overhead, so you can like simulate a plane flying overhead in one shot. Like, I'm going to give you credit for making that movie. I'm not going to say you can't, you know what I mean? It does depend on how much effort you put into it, for sure. It does. It really does. So, but that's the last thing I'll say. He's Australian, so he's imaginary. I can't do Australian accents. I can do an Irish accent, though. You know, I once debated Shad on Sitch and Adams podcast a few months ago, maybe a year ago now. And it was a good conversation about Steven Crowder and, I think it was about that Ben Shapiro controversy. But, Shadiversity kind of like, he likes to argue as well. I think we have a good argument style. I think we, we argue pretty high energy back and forth, I think I would like to do it again, but he blocked me, so I don't think I'll ever get a chance to, But if you would like me to debate Shad, you should probably go on the offensive and tag him in some tweets and stuff. I kind of lost my accent there at the end. I fucking suck at that accent. Go away now. Seriously, you guys gotta go away. I gotta go. I gotta leave. I'm gonna go on. I'm gonna pin that thing in the comment again. Here's the tweet to Zach's YouTube channel. I'm hopping on there right now. Guys, thank you. That was actually a really entertaining stream. I like when chat is very active. Raid it. I can't do the raid, guys. I need to figure out how to do that, and I'm gonna fuck it up. But I just sent you a link. Go raid it. Okay? Go raid it. And then next time I'm live, come back and let's hang out again. Like I said, we're gonna grow a based community here of rational people that are not fucking weirdos and crazy like extremist cultists, and we're gonna have like rational conversations, and we're gonna disagree with each other, and we're not gonna yell at each other and fucking be afraid to talk, debate, and like have conversations. That's what we're doing on this channel, and we're gonna just do it all into 2024. All right, that's what's happening. Great stream, everybody. Thanks for joining. All the super chats are based, and you guys like the stream, and go sub to Zach's channel. So bye everybody, and oops, hold on. I'm gonna turn the music up. Bye everybody. See you later. Yep. Your Kenergy is. May the Kenergy be with you.